2020, the only year where a negative test result was the most positive thing to happen to us. Not to our movie industry though, because हम फिर से पेश करते हैं the Bollywood Bechdel test. A quick refresher. To pass the test, a film must have at least two female characters, both named, talking to each other in at least one scene about anything other than a man. Sounds simple, na? So, while we're still waiting on our vaccines, let's find out whether Bollywood continued to stay immune to female representation this year too. Love Aajkal. Want to know how to portray an empowered young woman, only to then go and completely disempower her. Just make a 3-hour-long movie on how she absolutely cannot choose between a successful career and a stable relationship. Because how could women possibly have both? The deeper you get into this film, the more you just want to scream, "Tum mujhe tang karne lage ho" at it. Big fail. Malang. This film has nothing and no one going for it. The otherwise incredibly predictable dose of love, murder, revenge, topped off with toxic masculinity, surprised us on one front only, that it managed to pass. Thanks to one scene between the heroine and her friend, Shakuntala Devi. While its central genius is a maths whiz, the film's real genius is how authentically it exhibits everything from prickly ma-beti relationships to female ambition. #We want more. We may not be as great at numbers, but we definitely count this as a feminist masterpiece. Pass. Gulabo Se Tabo. Strictly speaking, the women in this male-dominated story exist only on the fringes, save for the last act, where the narrative swiftly picks up from that of a no-naris one to a no-nonsense naris one. तो computer जी, इसको pass किया जाए. Panga. Putting to bed Bollywood's infamous Panga with women-led films, this biopic lets even the secondary female characters like Richa Chadda's Meenu shine. Aside from having immense girl power, it also has no problematic male characters. Wah! Pass. Shubh Mangal zyada savdhan. Despite scoring negatively, the makers have been more than zyada savdhan with deconstructing taboos like sexuality and gender, even depicting multiple strong female leads, which is why we're letting this film come out of the cinematic closet with flying colors. Pass. Chhapaak. Where Chhapaak follows the story of brutal crimes committed against women without pitying its main lead, who is an acid attack survivor. The only thing this film is guilty of is how effortlessly it smashes the patriarchy. तो हमारी तरफ से pass. Lakshmi. Latest in the series of Akshay Kumar Saves the World films, this violent disaster tries to underscore trans inclusivity while making fun of cross-dressing, all in the same breath. Even as Lakshmi bombed for us, it miraculously exploded on the other side of the Bechdel test. Pass. Gunjan Saxena. For a film that's all about flying, it's impressive how grounded it remains in showcasing the dards of making it in a field filled with mards. However, when it comes to the Bechdel test, it's only about 2 scenes that allow Gunjan Saxena to pilot into the clear. Could do better लिख दिया जाए on report card. Pass. Baaghi 3. In the true spirit of 2020, Baaghi 3 maintains more than enough social distance from giving Mahilas any genuine screen time. After all, that's only reserved for Tiger Shroff's muscles, na? Fail. Dolly Kitty और वो चमकते सितारे. What do you get when you add a refreshingly iconic Konkana Bhumi duo to an honest, vulnerable dialogue? Full marks. In Bollywood's otherwise dreary filmscape, Dolly and Kitty make us hopeful that there will always be room for some chamakte sitare. Pass. Coolie number 1. This anything but hilarious traumedy exists to solely remind us how well and alive nepotism and misogyny both are. Oh, and how money-hungry women are. Oh, and how men will always be men. So it's okay to cheat and lie. Oh, and how this flick is a spectacular fail. Sadak 2. While taking the road well-travelled, Sadak 2 is a catastrophic saga, probably scripted by the makers of 2020, with 0 plot and close to 0 women. Yes, we counted ghosts too. Fail. Tanhaji. This historical drama successfully erases women from history textbooks, featuring not more than 2 of them, क्योंकि 1-2 को background में डालना पड़ता है boss. It definitely doesn't earn any points on the Bechdel test. Fail. Thappad. Thappad is an unapologetic slap in the face of male entitlement, exposing the various forms of misogyny through regular Indian women. Although only one scene really checks the Bechdel boxes. But hey, we'll take this over Malang any day. Pass. All in all, while we were busy fighting off a deadly pandemic, Bollywood mukka maroed its deadly mandemic. An impressive 9 out of 15 films we reviewed passed the Bechdel test, which is close to double of last year. As for 2021, all we've got to say is, more threes for us please. What have been your favourite films of 2020 and why? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Vitamins 3.